Buckeye Construction Restoration was formed in 2010 by Rob Martin and myself, and we brought on one employee at that time. In 2013, I think we had right around 10 employees at that point in time, and we grew significantly. We actually moved out of an 8 by 12 block garage and a home office, and we purchased a building in Wellston that had a warehouse underneath, and we had an office above that, and that was on 2nd Street in Wellston. In 2015, we were growing still at this time. I think we had 16 employees. So we bought the facility that we're in now. So over the years, we kept growing and growing and growing, and so we kept adding on, building offices, that type of thing. And in 2018, we worked with a company for the last 8 years that we had built a relationship with Lang Masonry. We did a lot of their restoration work. We did primarily most of their restoration work. And they had a sister company, Wolf Creek Contracting, also that we were working for at the time. And the owners of those two companies and the CEO, it was James Hoskinson is the president of Lang Masonry, Howard Offenberger is the president of Wolf Creek Contracting, and the CEO of those two companies, Damian Lang, came up with a great idea for us to take on more owners so we can have the financial stability to grow. And when we did that, with the knowledge of they have in building companies and the knowledge that we had in the restoration field, it was a win-win for everybody. So in 2018, we merged and became part of Watertown Enterprises. Watertown Enterprises has a management group with a chief financial officer, Doug Taylor, and Becky with human resources, and just Nikki with payroll. It's just a group that actually has all their systems in place and allowed us to grow. By joining forces, our bonding capacity went through the roof. Our credit went through the roof, and it gives us a financial foundation to grow. We just kept adding people, which is fuel the fire. And now we are the second largest company in Wellston. We have over 60 employees in the field, and we're doing huge masonry restoration projects all over the country. Good people bring good people, and that's the way we look at it. So if you're a good worker for us and you're out here doing it and you know someone that needs a job and you refer them to Buckeye Construction Restoration, and I interview that person, I feel that they're a right fit for the company. After the first week of employment, if we hire that person, after the first week of employment, we'll give the employee that referred them $500. And if that employee makes it 90 days and is going to be a productive team member for Buckeye Construction and Restoration, we'll go back to the employee that referred that person and give them an additional $1,500. So last year at the 6-month period for 2020, we had paid out over $32,000 in referral bonuses. At the end of the year, which we haven't got those numbers finalized yet, but we're well over $60,000 in referral bonuses for 2020. So you can see the growth that we're having here. And we offer it's a good incentive plan, and it pays off. We have little to no turnover rate, and we're getting high quality people to work for us. It's been a phenomenal ride, and it's not over. Our sales goal is going to double for this year. And we have a 5-year plan to put Buckeye Construction at $50 million in sales. And a little old company that rapid growing out of Southeastern Ohio is pretty advantageous, and it's a pretty wild ride.
So at Buckeye Construction Restoration and some of our other organizations, we have a need for labor in the masonry field. And we really are reaching out to our local career centers to try to form relationships with them, to work with their programs, to bring people into our organizations. So Buckeye Hills is one of those examples where we've created a program where we send a person there who is a trainer, and they will teach the necessary skills to be successful as a mason or a restoration expert in what the things that we need them to know. And then once they're finished, if they complete that program and want to pursue a relationship within our organization, then we will guarantee that they will have a job. So we work really hard with trying to get in touch with the teachers, letting them know what kind of things we need them to teach in their schools if we're not able to go provide a trainer for them, because ultimately we'd love to be able to pull all of our workforce from right here in this local area and provide employment opportunities for them.
In a nutshell, Buckeye Construction and Restoration is a great example of two hometown guys who had a dream, had a skill set, and wanted to be their own boss, and took all those things, put them together, and have now built this fantastic company that we got to visit today. And you just hear the great success they're having and the lives they're changing through these 60-plus high-paying jobs right here in Wellston, Ohio. We got to hear the great incentive package they have for referrals. I haven't heard of a company in this area doing anything like it. It's very innovative, very generous, and very attractive to bring in the skill set they're looking for, the attitudes they're looking for. I heard an expression earlier, good employees bring in good employees. You're not just running a company from the top down, they're building a team from the bottom up, and they're involving all layers of the company.